Hey everyone, what is going on? And welcome back to another Meta Guide video. So this Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Master League, the Open Master League, as well as the Master League Premier Classic will be beginning. Let me know which one you will be playing. I will not be touching the Open Master League at all because I don't have the XL candy for these legendary Pokemon, but let me know which one you will be playing, if any. So anyway, let's go ahead and see what we got going for us. We have a couple new additions, a couple changes, so it's going to be really exciting. And again, these have to be XL'd level 50. I mean, I guess you could get away with using like level 47, 48 Pokemon, but for the most part, you do want them fully maxed out to level 50. But either way, the S rank, we have starting off Lugia. Lugia is so tanky. You guys know this from the Master League Classic, right? Lugia is just such a tanky Pokemon, even tanky at level 50. Dragon Tail, Sky Tag, Aeroblast, super powerful. Great save swap. I love Lugia. I really do. It's a great Pokemon. Next up, we have Dragonite. So Dragonite has a new move. It has superpower, really cool. Of course, it's going to get walled by fairies, but it got walled by fairies anyway. But it's going to be able to hit those steel types like Melmetal or Dialga for super effective damage, which is really nice. Then we have both forms of Giratina. Giratina Altered, which is really tanky, then Giratina Origin, which is not as tanky, but it does hit really hard. So both of these Giratina forms, really powerful. Definitely be seeing them in the Open Master League, no doubt about it. Then we have Groudon. Groudon has a couple great fast moves. It has Dragon Tail. It has Mudshot, both of which are great depending on your team. I mean, it's obviously a great Pokemon. Then we have Zacian. Zacian is a powerhouse. We know this. It came back recently where you could have rated it for the XLs. I didn't rate it enough to max mine out, but I did rate it a decent amount, I guess. So I have quite a few XL candy for this one. But great Pokemon, great save swap. It's on a lot of teams. There's a couple things that can handle it now, but it's a great Pokemon. Of course, you have that Snarl, and then you could either go with, well, you definitely want Close Combat, but then you could either go with Wild Charge, which I've been running a lot in the Master League Classic, or Play Rough. So both moves are great. Of course, if you're not running Play Rough, you're kind of getting walled by Giratina, but if you save swap Zacian, they're not going to know you don't have Play Rough, so they might not switch into Giratina anyway. But that's it for the S rank, powerful Pokemon. Then we have the A rank, we have Mewtwo. So Mewtwo is so strong, hits like an absolute truck. Yeah, I mean, just so powerful. You could go with the double legacy moveset with Shadow Ball. I've seen Ice Beam. I've even seen Flamethrower. Obviously, Side Strike, right, is going to be on it. And then Focus Blast is another option as well. But either the Shadow Ball or the Focus Blast, most likely. Ice Beam is great for the Dragons, though. So, I mean, Mewtwo is a great Pokemon. Then we have Meloetta. Yeah, believe it or not, Meloetta. I actually lost to a Meloetta in the Classic, not the Open Master League. Don't play Open Master League, as I said, but I did lose to one in the Classic. And you know what? It's really bulky. It has a good type. It's normal psychic, so it's a really good Pokemon. I don't think you'll battle this in the Open Master League because how are you gonna get the XL candies for it? They only gave out one. I mean, you could have a few, maybe, but for the most part, you're probably not gonna see this one. But I do think it's really good. Then we have Yveltal. Of course, Yveltal is a great Pokemon, right? With that Snarl. With that, it's Foul Play, or is it Dark Pulse? One of those powerful Dark moves. I think it's Dark Pulse. And then you could have Hurricane to hit like the Fairy types the Charm uses. Most of the time it does have Focus Blast, but a great Pokemon. Then we have Dialga. You guys know Dialga, right? Dragon Breath, of course. Iron Head, Draco Meteor, or Thunder. Powerful Pokemon. Then we have Palkia, another Dragon Breath or Dragon Tail user with that Aqua Tail. Pretty spammy Aqua Tail. And a heavy hitting either Fire Blast or Draco Meteor. Then we have Kyogre. So Kyogre is a really solid one as well. Waterfall, Surf, getting to the moves pretty fast, doing a lot of damage as well. So that's going to be the A rank, and then we're moving on to the B rank. We have Zekrom. Yes, Zekrom is another Dragon Breath user. I do think Dialga is better. I think Palkia is probably a little bit better, but don't mess around with Zekrom. I mean, I've battled it. I've lost to it in the past in the Classic Master League. So it's a great Pokemon. Next up, oh my gosh, a new addition. We have Xerneas. Now, Xerneas didn't get any new moves, but Tackle is buffed. So now that Tackle is buffed, I could see Xerneas having play. You're definitely going to battle this one. I'm excited for this to come back. Yveltal's coming back. Or Yveltal's already back by the time you're watching this video. So Xerneas most likely coming around next month. So definitely want to raid this for not only the shiny, but for the tackle. I mean, really, really cool Pokemon. I can't wait to see what teams people build with Xerneas, because Xerneas, it deserves to have a good move. It deserves to be powerful because it is a strong legendary Pokemon. Then we have Ho-Oh with Incinerate, Sacred Fire as well, and then Earthquake. It also has Brave Bird, probably Brave Bird, Sacred Fire, right? I would imagine. But Incinerate, really powerful, really bulky Pokemon as well. And then of course Melmetal with that really fast Thunder Shock, Super Power Rock Slide. Then we have Zarude. This is another one similar to Meloetta. You're likely not going to see it because you know, people are going to have it level 40s. It's going to be very difficult to get to level 50. There might be some people out there that have it. I'm not one of them, but I do think it's good if you happen to have it. Then we have Excadrill. Excadrill is really, really frail, but it's also really strong. It hits those steel types like Dialga, like Melmetal for super effective damage, Lugia for super effective damage with Rock Slide, right? Dragonite as well. So it does do really well. So it's going to be the S, A, and B tier. Let's look at the other options we've got going for us. We have Florges. So Florges with the Vine Whip, with the Moonblast, Dazzling Gleam, I think it has. I've used this as well. This is actually a fun Pokemon to use. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool Pokemon. I think it's okay. Next, we have another Dragon Breath user, Reshiram. Again, not as good as Zekrom, Palkia, Dialga, in my opinion, but Reshiram could see some play. Then we have Gyarados. You could go with Waterfall. You could go with Dragon Breath. You probably go with Dragon Breath. I think Gyarados is better in the Premier Cup. But, you know, this is another option for you, I guess. And then we have a Charmuse, Togekiss. So, yep, Togekiss and Sylveon, both on this list. Really powerful Pokemon. Of course, Double Charm is probably going to be a thing. I'd be surprised if it wasn't, to be honest. Especially with Dragonite getting the boost as well, right? So you'll probably see more Dragonites. But yeah, I mean, really strong Pokemon. Then we have Snorlax, or Shadow Snorlax. A great safe swap. There's not many counter uses in this meta. You could run Machamp, you could run Conkeldurr, so there's options, but most of the time you don't see it. Then we have Landorus. Landorus is a great Pokemon. We have Metagross. Metagross, great in the Premier Cup, but it's also really good in the Open Master League as well, or the Master League Classic. Just such a great Pokemon. Yeah, I mean, doing well against that Zacian, right? But even though it's doing well against Zacian, I mean, Metagross still probably has to shield anyway, because the two close combats, I don't know about the Open Master League if 2 close combats after the stall damage would KO, but in the Classic, it usually does, I believe. So usually if the Metagross wants to farm down Zacian, Metagross still has the shield, but it's a great Pokemon. Another new addition, we have Nihilego. So yes, Nihilego did get Poison Jab this season, and of course that's going to do well against Zacian or other fairy types, right? So pretty solid pick there. It has heavy hitting charge attacks, so really strong Pokemon. Can't wait to see this in action as well. Then we have Garchomp. So Garchomp, a Dragon Tail or Mudshot user, really powerful pick. Then we have kommo-o, another Dragon Tail user. Yep, kommo-o is another option for you. Mamoswine, and we mentioned Sylveon already. So yeah, this could be the other options. So this is going to be the Master League for you. Let's go ahead and look at the solid team options. The first team, I'm not too sure who created this team. I want to say it was So Technical. I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments down below. But it's Palkia with Metagross and Zacian in the back. So again, Zacian being a great safe swap. Even if they have an answer like Metagross, of course Zacian can still fight back with that close combat. Dragon Tail, really powerful on the Palkia. Gets to the Aqua Tail really fast. Of course Metagross does well against Zacian, right? Which is what you really want it for. Then we have Dragonite in the lead with the new superpower with Double Steel. So if they're running Double Fairy, they're probably not going to get away with it because Double Steel is here. So Metagross, of course, and Excadrill. So going to be pretty powerful. Of course, the back line is weak to ground. Dragonite is resisting ground. So I think it's a pretty standard ABB team. I think it's really powerful. The next team is going to be interesting. We have Groudon in the lead with... We have double Zacian counters, Metagross as well as Nihilego. So again, Zacian really strong, really common. I don't see why it wouldn't be common anymore. It's still going to be common. So I think, I mean, if you have both of these Pokemon in the back, obviously going to do well against Zacian. Of course, the back line, again, going to be weak to ground. So you have you have Groudon in the lead. I think it could be pretty good. Yeah, I think it could be pretty good. Of course, Groudon going to be doing well against like Excadrill because of the Earthquake. It's going to be doing well against the Melmetal. I think it's going to be doing well against Dialga as well. So I think it's a pretty solid team. You could replace Groudon for something else, but yeah, pretty strong team there. Then we have Lugia with Groudon and Zacian. So yep, really bulky team. Most of these teams, pretty much all these teams are bulky, but yeah, really strong team. Zacian again being the safe swap, and yeah, I mean Lugia. You could, I guess, move the team about if you want to put Lugia in the back. Lugia is a great safe swap as well, but overall, solid team. This is another team I've used, and I've seen other streamers use it. Kyogre in the lead, Groudon and Dialga. So if you don't win the lead, you safe swap to Dialga. Hopefully flip and switch, or at least getting a shield advantage, but it all depends what the opponent has in the back. And then the final team, I believe this team was created by HouseDark93 if I'm not mistaken. We got the Ho-Oh in the lead with the double dragons in the back, Dialga and Zekrom. So of course the back line going to be weak to Excadrill or ground types in general. Ho-Oh still weak to that Excadrill, but it could take a Rock Slide. Even though it doesn't necessarily want to, plus you're doing super effective damage towards it. So great teams all around. Let me know what team you plan on running in the Open Master League, or will you be playing the Master League Premier Cup? Let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.